Hey everyone, my name is AL.com and I work with AL.com, and today I am here downtown Birmingham, again outside of Linn Park. Been here a lot this week if you've been keeping up, and me and my colleague Carol Robinson have been covering a protest here in Linn Park, or not, I shouldn't say in, because there are, as you can see, gates put up around the park, but outside of Linn Park rather, in the intersection in the street in front of the park. Again, you can't go in the park. There are fences that have been put up, chain link fences, so nobody can enter, or I was going to say leave, but you can't get into the park right now. So again, Carol Robinson and I have been covering a protest that has been here in this intersection, and there is keep in mind, there is a curfew at 7. Thank all of you for their be carefuls and everything, we will. But the curfew is at 7, which is in just about 10 minutes, and Birmingham police will enforce that curfew. They have said that before. And something interesting happened here. We had heard before that some of these protesters said they would not leave. But then a man who has kind of emerged as the protest leader out here, his name is Sterling Hutchinson. Sterling spoke on the phone with Mayor Randall Woodfin. We have confirmed that. And he spoke with the mayor. The mayor told him that the group should disperse. And when Mr. Hutchinson hung up with the mayor, he has now gone on his megaphone and told the crowd to disperse, to get out of here by curfew. And Sterling said that the whole reason he came out here was he had heard the rumors that a lot of Birmingham has that different organizations such as maybe the KKK would be out here. He said he was ready to fight them, and that is why he came. But after speaking with the mayor and making this announcement for everybody to disperse, he says people should disperse, and then if any Klan members were to show up, which we should note we have not seen any, we have not heard any confirmed reports of that, but Sterling says if the KKK then were to show up, then he believes Birmingham police should handle it in their different ways and with their facilities. So Sterling's asking everybody to leave. It got pretty busy here for a little bit. I'll flip you around so you can see what's left. And again, we've got about 10 minutes left to curfew. And again, this is in front of Linn Park at the intersection of Park Place and 20th Street North. Sterling, you can hear him possibly on his loudspeaker telling everybody to get out of the park because, again, curfew across Jefferson County starts at 7 p.m. So this is, if y'all are just joining us, my name is AL.com. I am here outside of Linn Park, and you can hear some of the protest leaders saying to get out of here. But the protest leader, Sterling Hutchinson, spoke with Mayor Randall Woodfin via telephone, and the mayor told Sterling that they should get everybody to disperse. So now Sterling is spreading that around to all of the other people out here at the protest, and to tell them to please go home, please get out of here. If there are any problems with groups such as the KKK or any other organizations that come out here to cause trouble, then Birmingham police can handle them themselves. That is what Sterling is saying, and that is how he's trying to get everybody out of the park. Now about 6 minutes or so until curfew. You can hear him saying, please go to the house. This gentleman on the megaphone is not Sterling, but Sterling is in a brightly colored shirt. And again, he kind of has emerged as the leader of this group of people out here. It should be noted, this is not an organized group of people that came out here or anything like that, but instead just a group of people who all came out to protest against the same cause. And they are now, again, being asked to leave by a man who has kind of emerged as that leader. There were a lot of people out here earlier. It looks like a lot of them have left. So let's
beat that 7 o'clock. Let's get out of here. City orders at 7 o'clock. Let's get out of here. We done made our voice. We done made our voice. We finna go. 7 o'clock, they cannot arrest you. Let's leave. Let's beat the curfew. Let's use common sense.
You can hear one of the leaders out here on his loudspeaker, and he is saying, hey, we need to leave. We need to get out of here. And again, that is something that the leader of this protest called for, to be out of here by the 7 p.m. curfew, and said that anybody after that remained in this area, the police could deal with. Now, we should note it's about 5 minutes to 7. We've still got some people out here. You can hear the calls for protesters to go home, but apparently not all of them have heeded those calls yet. So you can see all of the chain link fence that's been put up here around Linn Park and around where the Confederate Monument stood until several days ago. And you can see some people have put signs on this chain link fence, including this one says, "Hate does not drive out hate, only love can do that." Quote from Martin Luther King Jr. There's another, "No justice, no peace," two other signs of those. So again, this was a much larger gathering just 30 minutes ago than it is now. Some of the things that these protesters did was that they took a knee in support of George Floyd, whose funeral was this afternoon, and they took a knee and held up their hands for Mr. Floyd. They also chanted, and it was a peaceful protest. And again, originally the leader, Sterling Hutchinson, said that he wasn't going to leave, but after speaking on the telephone with Mayor Randall Woodfin, he changed his course, said he would leave, and then he started to encourage other protesters to do the same. Let me get this. So this is my background, so you can see the people that are still in the park. But Sterling told everybody on the loudspeaker, look, we need to leave. Anybody that remains in the park or comes to the park and to the area surrounding the park, police will be able to deal with. That could be people from other organizations or anybody who does not follow that curfew. So I'm getting some questions about the monument. So while we're waiting on this curfew here, I will show you, this is where the Confederate Monument had stood. If this gentleman would move, it's okay. This is a friend of mine. I'm not being mean, y'all. This is where the Confederate Monument had stood until just a couple of days ago. So you can see somebody asking what happens at 7. That is the curfew. It's the curfew in Jefferson County is 7 p.m. So most folks that were out here have left, but there are a few. But we do have a few stragglers that have not left yet. So if y'all, again, had a couple asking about the monuments. Can't get in there because there's a fence, but I can kind of stick my phone there. So you can see where the monument once stood until several days ago when the city took it down. You can also see where these other two posts, you can see that they still are covered with their spray paint. So the city did not wash off. So we are going to move across the street from the park over here towards the corner. And again, we had everybody, the protest leaders, encouraging other protesters to leave, but these are the people that remain. The protest leader said, look, let's get out of here. Let's let police handle anybody that stays after. And that curfew is approaching in just a couple of minutes. It starts at 7 p.m. and it is...
They're lining up in 4 minutes.
What time is that? All right, it is 6:57. So we've got about 3 minutes. It's me talking to my colleague Carol Robinson. So these again are the protesters that remain. 3 minutes until curfew. Everybody's asking about time capsule in that monument. You can feel free to read the link that we put here in the comments all about the monument, the possible time capsule, all those kinds of things too. The mayor has said he will not disclose where the pieces of the monument are right now, but he has, they've been removed. He will not disclose where, and we do not have any other information to share about that time capsule. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there were rumors that there was some sort of capsule in the monument that contained articles and just artifacts from the Confederate time and from those years when it was built. And that has not, again, we have not gotten word about that. We've not gotten word they found it, anything like that. That is just kind of something that a lot of people have been interested in. We're working to find out, but again, we don't have any word on that. We don't have word on where the monument is at the moment. So, got about 1 minute until that 7 p.m. We've got about 1 minute till that 7 p.m. curfew. And you can see we've still got some people in the park. Or I shouldn't say in the park, outside of the park rather, because the park has a fence put up in front of it. Now the other protest that we saw today was one in Mountain Brook, and then this one today in downtown Birmingham. So again, we are just waiting until curfew to see if these people decide to leave or if they decide to stay past the curfew. They're claiming they're going to stay?
Yeah, this group over here that just got here, they have not been here with the majority of the group.
Okay.
They are coming and they said they will be arrested.
Okay.
They've been arrested a couple times in Hoover already.
Okay.
All right, so the time is now.
I don't know if y'all heard her. Carol, talking to this mic. So this is Carol Robinson. She's going to tell you about a group here in front of us.
Yeah, we've been out here for much of the day with a very large group of people who've consistently been the same. A group just came up not long ago. Mayor Woodfin had asked the majority of the protesters to leave, which they did at his request. This group, however, said they will not be leaving at the curfew and are willing to be arrested. They said they have already been arrested some of them have already been arrested in Hoover. So there seems to be a purpose here.
Seems to be a purpose we're hearing here. And this seems to be the plan for these people to be arrested. So
They said this is why we're here.
they, one of the people in this group said, this is why we're here, meaning to be arrested at 7. We see some people running. And that is at the arrival of Birmingham police. All right, Birmingham police just arrived. There are still some people in the park or near the park, and it is 7 p.m. curfew, so we're going to see how this unfolds. We do know a group of them who just arrived said that they are prepared to be arrested. They are willing to be arrested, and they actually said that was their plan. Those were a quote that we heard from one of the people in that group. So we are just waiting now for police to approach and to see if these people do get arrested and stay and not disperse like they were told. Some of these people also have already been arrested several times, and that is something that they told my colleague Carol Robinson. So let me flip you around, and then you can see the police here that are about to approach this area right in front of Linn Park. Now here are the group of people who are saying they will be arrested. Somebody said they're exhausted by 7. You and me both, Sean. I get it. All right, so here are the people that say that they are willing to be arrested, and this is why they came. They actually just got here not long ago. Carol and I have been out here for most of the afternoon, and they had not been here. And yes, they did say that was their whole point of being out here. You got a lot of people starting to leave and saying nope and leaving, but these people are intending to be arrested. I will show you the police that are here going to approach them in just a minute. I'm not sure how much you can see, and I can't zoom you, but you can see that bus, and that brought in the police here. So if you see that bus and then those people standing in front of it, those are police. And you can see that they're in their full riot gear. So we were just waiting on those.
Still leaving, but the group that said they were going to get arrested tonight, they're still here.
Here's an announcement coming from police.
Captain with the Birmingham Police Department. We hereby declare this an unlawful gathering. This is an immediate dispersal order.
I'm not sure if you can hear them, but those are cops saying that this is an immediate dispersal order and to leave the park. Because if you remain in this area, you will go to jail. That is what Birmingham police just said.
There are plenty of evidence for you to walk out of here. No area is blocked for you to walk out of here.
So we have a couple of people asking, and no, we have no, and we have no evidence that there were ever any KKK or other organizations out here. So we should note that. Now you can see most people have left. There was a big gathering that took up this entire intersection earlier, but they are gone. They're not here anymore. And they left at one of the leaders' orders to leave, where he said, look, we're going to do this the right way. Police are going to deal with the people who stay, and they are going to handle them. These are the group that remains. There are about 9 of them. One person actually guessed and said 9 in the comments, and he was right. There's about 9 of them. And yes, some people asking about me and my colleagues. We do have a permit to stay past curfew. We have a pass, and then we also have a permission letter in there as well. So just so you all know that. And again, here comes the siren, so I'll flip you around so you can watch this unfold. She's giving a 1-minute warning. Giving a 1-minute warning here. Am I good right here? Am I good to be with the photographer? Some gentleman is trying to encourage everybody to leave, saying you only got 1 minute. Am I okay to be right here with your camera? Okay. So I'm going to step forward rather, and be with one of my media colleagues. And we're going to show you these 9 people who say that their whole point is to be arrested. This one gentleman is leaving. You can see he's carrying some water, which was several people are carrying off water that was brought here earlier by some protesters. Carol. Sorry guys, I was talking to my colleague. So, yes, they are peaceful. Somebody asked about that. They're not causing any riots or anything like that. There's just about 9 of them standing over there, and they said that that was their plan, to be arrested. It looks like some of them are leaving, though, that were from that group. Or they're not sure where they're going. Maybe they're walking towards the police line. But I am media. We have been asked to stay here, so we are going to stay put. Sorry I can't zoom, y'all. How many people still there? There were 9 that said they were going to be arrested, but 5 of those just started walking away. I don't know if they're leaving or if they're just walking to the police line. I'm not sure, but there are 4 that remain here in front of this fence. And you can see these 4 officers are approaching right here. And then here are the 4 people. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this line past here. And, but these are, you see this bus that's carried in police, and you can see some of the officers down there. I can't zoom or I would show you. But, yeah, it looks like 5 of the people who said they were going to be arrested are either leaving or meeting the police down at another spot. So not sure what happened there. Some of those people had said that they'd been arrested a couple times before, so not sure. Somebody asked any statement on why they want to be arrested. I did not get one, other than they said that's what they came here for. Let me ask my colleague. Hey, Carol, did they give you any statement on why they wanted to be arrested? No?
Hey.
They said media better have their credentials out. So let me step away and pull my credentials out, y'all. Hold on. Yep, hold on, guys. I'm on the shaky camera. I'm trying to pull my credentials out.
Here's your chance.
I'm just gonna hold it. Oh, that's a good idea. We're trying to figure out how to, sorry guys, trying to figure out how to hold my camera and hold my media credentials and do everything at the same time.
I don't want to throw them all.
Huh? I hope they don't. They have. All right, there we go, guys. Now we are back. I'm standing here with my media credentials out. Sorry I can't get you closer, but there is one of these guys who says he's going to be arrested is just sitting on nearby the gate. Got his back against the gate. He looks like he's texting one other person videoing, and 2 other women just standing there. So there were 5 of them. I don't know where or there were 9 of them. I don't know where the other 5 went. Those are just 4 of them. So not sure. Sorry, I can't get y'all closer. They've asked us to stay here, so going to stay here. It is just after curfew, yes, like somebody noted. We do have one person who is taking a knee before she's arrested. Again, I'm sorry I can't get y'all closer. That's where they've asked us to stay. And yes, Nadia, you're right. They did leave because of the curfew. One of the organizers here, Sterling Hutchinson, said that he spoke with Mayor Randall Woodfin on the phone, and he told everybody and encouraged everybody in the group to leave, and encouraged them to leave and said Birmingham police will deal with people after that. Okay, now here comes a group of officers. You can see about 12 officers. I'm not sure what the jail time and fine is. Somebody asked. Not positive about that. All right, here are our 4 people getting arrested. Again, there were 9 earlier that said that they were going to be arrested, but now we've only got 4. There was a full line of police in their gear down past me, behind the wall where I'm at. And they did not approach. They were in their full riot gear. They did not approach. Now we've got just plain dressed officers who are arresting these 4 people. KKK did not show up, Mindy. There were never any substantiated claims of that. Seemed to all be a rumor. We never had any substantial or substantiated, or confirmed reports of that happening. We've got more officers coming in on my right over here. Carol. He's right there.
So,
wait, hold on. Let me pass the mic. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Carol's going to narrate you through this.
I'm just going to say that these, are we 4 people now?
Yeah, we're only 4.
Arrested without incident. As I told you earlier, they came here pretty much with the plan to be arrested, so there was no resistance. Police came in force, but not riot gear. 2 homeless people who were sitting on a bench were allowed to stay because the homeless are exempt from the curfew order. So it looks like this has pretty much gone off almost without a hitch. And hold on one second.
We've got one person being arrested right next to us. They're asking if he's media. He says he is, but he says he does not have a credential. He said he does not have his credential, and he is being arrested. Well, they are taking him away. Me and my colleagues are standing here with our papers out. More officers coming. Me and my colleagues are just standing here waiting with our papers out.
Yeah, I'm still around. You're still around.
And you've been doing all right? I haven't seen you in a while.
You've been hiding from us.
No, we're good.
Y'all good now? Y'all good?
We're good.
We're good. Thank you.
Just kind of in another area working. I thought about y'all when we first had that incident Sunday night. Reporters got attacked, camera, yeah, I just really hate that. We're looking for them folks. Checking the, we want them, we want all them that was involved.
Good.
Yep. Really do.
Good deal.
Yep.
Somebody said, Mindy, the homeless people were not arrested. There were 2 homeless people.
Most of them left on their own, sort of out of hesitation to refuse to leave, and as soon as they told the police they were homeless, they just let them stay.
Not sure if y'all heard her. Couldn't get my mic off of me for some reason, but most of the homeless people walked away on their own accord, but there were 2 that were still sitting on a bench, and no, they were not arrested because they have nowhere else to go. So no, the homeless people were not arrested. Kavitha asked if they were going to ask for our papers. They did walk up to us and looked at them. We were standing here with them out. I do have them. We just stood here holding them. When they approached, they did ask us to have our papers out, so we did. We were standing here like this, and so they did ask for our papers. They said to have them out. All right, guys, it looks like that is kind of the extent of what is happening here this evening, or at least as of right now. We had several people arrested that seemed to plan to be arrested. They actually said that was their whole point in coming here. They weren't here very long before the 7 p.m. curfew, and now they have been arrested and they have been put in a van to be taken to the city jail. So now, again, we have had our papers checked. They've allowed us to stay, and we're just wrapping up for the evening. So quick highlights of the night: no confirmed reports of any group such as the KKK or other organization here. Nobody showed up from that group or even claiming to be from that group. Just mainly peaceful protesters, most of whom left under the direction of their leader before the curfew happened and police showed up. So thank y'all so much. People are asking what this is. This is my mask, so I have it like that, but that way I don't have to pull it off my neck or my lanyard every time I need it. So thank y'all so much for watching, for tuning in tonight, and that's what's going on in Birmingham. So we'll see you later. Thanks.